Hello all, good evening. Welcome to the Hindu Live. I'm Appaji Reddam, resident editor, Andhra Pradesh. Today, controversy surrounded over a serious and sensitive issue such as Tirupati Laddu prasadam. APCM and Chandrababu Naidu the other day accused the former YSR Congress government that they were responsible for degrading the quality of laddu by getting low quality cow ghee with animal fats. While the startling revelation has shocked a devotee community across the world, the TDP official spokesperson Anam Venkata Ramana Reddy has come up with the lab reports substantiating the allegations. However, the YSR Congress Party president and former CM YS Jaganmohan Reddy has responded on the issue and brushed it off as part of political game by Mr. Naidu. Meanwhile, the TTD chairman, Mr. Shyamal Rao, said that there were complaints about the taste of the laddu owing to the poor quality of ghee. There was a high-level probe going on and CM wanted the report on his table by this evening. And now we have with us TDP spokesperson Anam Venkata Ramana Reddy to demystify the issue and give us more details. Good evening, Mr. Venkata Ramana Reddy. Thank you so much for joining the Hindu on the issue. You broke the news with lab reports, and it is now has gone to global proportions. Can you give us more details on this, and why do you think that YSR Congress is behind it?
Yeah, sir. Okay. Thank you so much for inviting me over, sir. It's a pleasure. And let me honestly say, right from the GK Reddy times of Hindu, my dad forced me to read the Hindu. That's where I picked up all my English. So thank you once again, Hindu, for being a part of my life, right from my childhood. Sir, okay. See, after the COVID period, as you all know, that the temple was closed during the COVID period, and once the temple opened, there were multiple complaints on the prasadam, on the edibility of the laddu, and on the foul smell emanating, and the loss of the whole this thing of ghee. See, whenever you hold a laddu in your hand, the ghee penetrates into your nostrils, and you immediately know it is a Tirupati Laddu. Nobody has to tell you. You don't even need to pack it. If I give you a laddu and then you see the smell, oh, is this a Tirupati Laddu? See, from that stage, Tirupati Laddu has deteriorated so much that that people have been avoiding eating it. So with these multiple complaints which have come in across over the last 2 years, and not only on the laddu part, let us also talk about the Annadanam part, where the pilgrims are fed every day. The quality has deteriorated to such an extent that people stopped going there to eat and putting up multiple videos on social media and venting their anger, saying that the quality is bad, it is not edible. So seeing all this over the period of the last 2.5 years, as soon as CBN NDA government came over and CBN took over as the chief minister, the first and the foremost thing he did was instituted a special committee consisting of D. Surendranath, who is a retired chief secretary, RFID, Swarnalatha Garu, who is a senior professor in the Veterinary Science College in Telangana. See, these eminent people were put on the task of getting down to business to see what was actually wrong. Why has it deteriorated so much? Over the course of their findings, this is when that we see they seriously got into it, and then this is how the whole testing part happened. They had their suspicions, so we wanted to also say, please go ahead, find out what it is. We want to clean this act up because, as far as we are concerned, last 5 years of YCP rule, TTD has become an ATM for a lot of big politicians. So it was time for a cleanup act. And as you all know that Chandrababu Naidu, CBN Garu is the Ilavelupu, is the family goddess. Family god is Venkateswara Swamy, and any function, anything, even the smallest thing in a house is not done without a puja for it. So with that kind of a situation, so when these reports, now once they took the samples, they have taken 5 samples. In fact, the EVO has come on record. Now there we have people questioning the veracity of the documents we have submitted. The EVO, who's an IAS officer, has come on record in Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams in front of the images of Venkateswara Swamy and Padmavati Talli, and has openly said that these reports are 100% true. What we have released is what they have got from Dairy Development Board, which is again a Korean product. Dr. Korean, who is known as the father of the dairy revolution in India, and it is an institute he has set up. It's a world-renowned institute, one of the best labs in Southeast Asia. So nobody can even point a finger at NDDB. Nobody can point a finger at NDDB. So my this thing is that they were supplying ghee at 230 rupees a kg. Cow ghee at 230 rupees a kg, you will not even get 200 grams. You will not even get 200 grams at 230 rupees. A kg of cow ghee, a pure cow ghee, is at 1,500 rupees in the market today. 1,500. So how can anybody, with what kind of logic, what kind of financial or economical viability, can anybody ever supply a kg of ghee at 230 rupees to Tirumala, all the way from Delhi, all the way from Dindigal? I don't get it. What is the transportation cost? And how is it viable? And how can they, what is the kind of hit they are taking every day? 15,000 kgs a day is the consumption at Tirumala. So just imagine how many loads.
Exactly, Mr. Reddy. I'm just coming to that question also, which is very, very important. Yeah. Could you please throw light on the earlier supplier, which is our Nandini ghee, I suppose, the Tirupati Devasthanams used to get. And could you also throw light on Nandini as well as the other suppliers and the disparity, the price and quality?
Yeah. See, Nandini ghee, as you all know, that Nandini ghee is from Karnataka. It is not a private-owned institution. It belongs to the Karnataka government, the Karnataka Milk Federation. And they take pride in telling their customers that, look, our ghee is the ghee which is used in Tirumala. And for a moment of time, I also think that is the biggest marketing equation. See, we have a sentimental connect with Tirumala. When somebody says that, look, my ghee is being used at Tirumala to prepare laddus for the Lord, to be used as prasadam for the Lord at Govinda at the temple, it gives confidence to the buyer to buy that product. So maybe they might be making a loss here, but then we should be very thankful to them for being very vehement when they were removed, said, please give us a chance. We would like to supply ghee to the temple in Tirupati. Give us a chance. We have been doing this for generations. Give us this chance, please. They, in fact, there were questions asked in the Karnataka Assembly saying why they are not taking our ghee when we are ready to supply. But then the price dropped so low that it was not viable for them to go ahead and supply. And with great reluctance and with great sadness, they withdrew. And I'm using the word again, reluctance and sadness. See, again, this is the reason why I keep saying the emotional connect. Sometimes, or many times, or most of the times with Tirumala and Lord Venkateswara, it is not a financial angle that you should look at. It is the connect. Money comes, money goes. Money you might lose a little more in lose money in Tirupati, but then what you do to the Lord, He always pays you back 100 times, as we all know, as far as Tirupati is concerned, Tirumala is concerned. Now, the other four suppliers from Delhi, suppliers all the way from Jaipur. I don't know what financial viability will be there for guys coming in from Delhi, guys coming in from Dindigal, where the distance is more than 1,500. I think Dindigal is the nearest spot. So, and one more thing. For 1 kg of ghee, you need around 25 liters of milk. So do these people have that kind of collection capacity? Do they have cooperative societies? It's only a government which can collect in lakhs and lakhs of liters. Private players are very far and few in between who have the capacity to collect 5 lakh liters a day or 10 lakh liters a day, 20 lakh liters a day. So it's mostly the government supported cooperative societies that collect milk on so these people must be buying milk from these cooperatives, and again that adds to the price, again inferior quality, or maybe milk with lesser fat content. So all these questions come up. So our point is very simple. See, whatever is the equation, whoever is the supplier, It doesn't matter. Matter is that the purity of the ghee cannot be compromised under any circumstance. It cannot be compromised. It should not be compromised, and it will not be compromised. Is what we are saying now. Today, after NDA government has come, we are very clear. Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam has to be cleaned up. No more of this rubbish. We are not going to allow it. It has to be cleaned up, and all these practices have to be stopped. Now, the worrying thing is that centuries, we ourselves don't know when the Lord Venkateswara, when the temple came, and as they say, he's the Swayambhu. So our point is, thousands and thousands of years of tradition has been broken today. See, that is what, in fact, sir, let me be very honest with you. When I was doing the press meet, it is not out of happiness, son. I was not happy. I was feeling miserable that I had this dirty bloody job of doing this press meet. Dirty bloody job of doing this press meet on Lord Venkateswara, whom I love so much. You know, really, and today seeing the papers, I should have been jubilant that, I came, I was featured in most of the papers on the front page, but I was feeling goddamn depressed. Why? I was really feeling depressed. Is that, do I come for these kind of things? For the person we love most, for the whole person we revere most, and we are on the front page. And in fact, it was not jubilee, it was humiliation that I was there.
That's true. It's a very sensitive issue, and it's very heart-touching issue for the devotees across the world, and the entire world is worried about the issue. And
yes,
in the context, and the opposition also has come up with, I don't know whether I can call it opposition. The YSR Congress Party, the former chief minister gave his explanation, and then the former chairman of TTD also came up with an explanation that.
Sir, he is the executive officer, sir, not the chairman.
Yeah,
he is the executive officer. Shamal Rao.
No, the former chairman I'm talking about.
Mr.
Yes. I'm referring to Mr. Subbareddy. He talked about the issue, and he said that it was they who rejected the spurious ghee earlier. And how do you look at it? What he said about it? You must have gone through the
Sir, listen to me. Every day around 20-25 loads or more than 100-200 loads of material come to Tirumala, because there are more than 1 lakh devotees who land up there every day. They have to be fed. And not only the food part. Now, what about the cleaning material? So there's a continuous stream of vehicles of trucks going to Tirumala with material. So maybe 100 trucks go there every day with various materials, from flowers to garlands So you saying that just because you rejected 17 or 16 is not the point. When you are in charge of the temple, it is your goddamn duty to see that these things don't happen. You can't say, I rejected 20 trucks, so I'm a good guy. You rejected 10 trucks. When there is fear, not a single truck needs to be rejected. When there is fear that if you are caught, that you will be blacklisted immediately. You will be arrested if you do this kind of things in Tirumala. You will not have a single rejection, because the supplier will be doubly careful to see that it doesn't happen. Even if the slightest mistake is there, he will stop the consignment and replace it. The audacity with which these people have, these loads have come and got rejected means that how many have slipped through is my point. How many loads have slipped through when they know that you are being strict, when they know that you are very stringent in your quality control? Why will anybody send a load which will come back? What is the cost? We should also calculate the cost of a truck coming back. It will cost them double the price. And where would they sell the ghee? They will have to dump the ghee at Tirupati or some second-hand market with some of the small dairies. So they're going to lose money. So why will anybody send a ghee which is spurious and get rejected if they were so strict? They were not strict. They were not stringent in their quality control. That is why the rejections happened. That is why they had the audacity to send these loads there, sir. So that is not that you sent 70 loads back, I sent 50 loads back, so I'm a goody guy, I'm a nice guy. The point is that even that 17 or 18 or 30 or whatever figure Jagan is talking of is itself a black mark on Jagan's administration. Is my point. That means you were so so lean, or you were not properly investigating the process was not happening as per the requirement. So trucks were coming through, trucks were getting cleared. That is why they had the audacity to send trucks. So out of 100 trucks which are adulterated, if you stop a couple of 5-6 trucks, please don't forget that 94 trucks have reached their destination, has gone into the temple.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And also simultaneously, there's a huge uproar from several quarters. There are religious organizations, BJP, National President JP Nadda talked about it. Pawan Kalyan was talking about a serious probe, and NRIs and several others. How the government is responding? You yourself must have got so many calls since the morning, since yesterday.
Yeah. So there is, Apaji sir, see, there's one very important point we should also discuss along with whatever you asked. See, there is a big uproar that there was a lot of time gap between the report and that being revealed. It's almost a month, 1.5 months. Let me tell you that such things to be put out in public domain, a lot of thought process has happened, because it concerns millions and millions of Hindu devotees. It's not just Andhra. It's a global phenomenon. Govinda is a global phenomenon. So, in fact, Chandrababu Naidu had the hard time of deciding whether he should even put it out in the public domain or not, because we didn't want the sentiments of the devotees to be affected. So, see, anything with Tirumala is a very difficult decision. You know, it's not something that you think political, trying to gain political. No, it doesn't work with us like that. See, then there was a decision which was taken that this has to stop. Whichever government is in power, it doesn't matter. But Tirumala should, the happenings, the procedures that happen at Tirumala should continue, irrespective of political parties, irrespective of political leaders, whoever are there, it doesn't matter. That was the reason that Chandrababu Naidu had to mull about this decision for quite some time before he made up his mind to put it out in public domain. And let me tell you, he was not happy about it. Let me honestly tell you that he was not happy about it. He took a lot of time to think over it, whether we should do it or, of course, the point is that the correction process had started. But what if the same thing happens again tomorrow? Was the question which we all had to ponder. We said, no, sir, let us put a stop to this, sir. Let's put it in public domain and take appropriate actions to see that it doesn't happen again. So that is our duty. Now that we have come to know it has happened, it's our duty to stop it. So that is the reason for the gap.
Yeah, I'm just coming to that question. It's a very serious issue, and how government is planning to find a solution to this. I believe the CM has already sought a preliminary report. And can we have some more information on this? How the government is going ahead? Will you be?
As you all know that TTD is an independent body. Of course, it does also report to the Endowments Minister, and he is also part of that body. But actually, now that the board is also not constituted, so within 4-5 days, the board is also going to be constituted for better governance, and the board will start taking decisions on what is to happen. And as you all know, that Chandrababu Naidu, he is the family god, is Venkateswara Swamy. So we are not going to keep quiet about this. Since if we were going to keep quiet about this, going to maintain silence and do no action or whatever and things like that, we wouldn't have put it in public domain at all. There was no necessity to do it. We put it into public domain so that public comes to know that these things are happening. And when we do that, we have to also show to the public that we have taken action. We have taken corrective action. We have punished people who have been involved in these kind of things, so that, the next time somebody thinks of doing something in Tirumala, he should think 100 times. So definitely action will be there. Just give us a little time, because when it comes to Tirumala, action cannot be done overnight. A lot of thought process has to go into it. Since because the scrutiny factor is also very high, and millions of devotees are watching what Chandrababu Naidu is going to do tomorrow. what kind of results. Now the responsibility on CBN has gone up 100 times as far as Tirumala is concerned, as far as the state is concerned. The global focus of every Hindu is on Tirumala as to what is happening, how is it going to be cleaned up, and is it safe now to come there? Is it safe to eat the prasadam? Let me honestly tell you that it is safe to eat the prasadam. It is safe to eat, have lunch and dinner there in the Annadanam centers. That all these ghee and other ingredients, they have been, whatever quality issues were there, they have been stopped. And now the ghee is absolutely safe, edible, and tasty. We have got back 90% of the taste. What was there when we were there in 2014? Give us another couple of months. You're going to see a better, much tasteful, and going to eat a sumptuous meal, a tasty, sumptuous meal in Tirumala.
That's really great. You gave a very valuable information, and the expected, the people's, it's going on people's minds that what's happening
Yes.
at Tirumala. Thank you so much, Mr. Reddy, for sparing your valuable time and giving crucial details on this issue today.
Thank you so much, sir.
So for now, this is all on the Tirupati Laddu issue. We'll be back with more such lives. Until then, signing off. Thank you.